my shoulders are distracting for you? What about my legs? Do they make you really unable to focus during class? You're so distracted and thrown off by them. Look over the dress code. You might want to think about what you're wearing and how that impacts others. Don't be that girl. Where do you think I heard these phrases? What do you think caused them? It's pretty simple. I wore my favorite tank top on the first day of school this year and was told that it's not something I can do here. Maybe I was treated with lenience because it was so early on in the year, but as I listened to the announcements that first month or so, the announcements about dress code violations, especially for girls, got more and more and more prominent, and the reasoning and the fact that maybe girls don't have as much control over their bodies as they should became more and more prominent. This reaction seems to be very common in public spaces where girls are allowed to dress completely freely, no restrictions. And doesn't it seem a bit strange that indictments with girls for dress codes seem to be so much more common than guys? And they're kind of like unseen for guys even. Dress codes that unfairly target girls should be eliminated altogether. People still see benefit in them. They think that with dress codes, discipline problems will be brought down greatly. Teachers will be able to crack down and have more control over their classroom. There won't be distractions, and it'll even create a level playing field for students. Many of these are false, because no distracting clothes doesn't mean no discipline problems. That just means that they will be amplified and brought more to common face for everyone. If you have more restrictions, you're going to have to enforce them more and more and more. So it doesn't mean there will be less problems for us to face. There will be more common. If we're more strict on girls, it will remove pressure that maybe we face looking at celebrities or people on TV with the way that we should dress. This refers to maybe provocative or whatever you see on TV. It will also help to eliminate differences and create a level playing field for everyone in the school. It will end discrimination among different classes, different races, anything, all the above. These beliefs are false and horribly skewed, and I'm going to explain why. Dress codes do make discipline more common, as I explained earlier, and more enforcement just means more effort to maintain. Dress codes don't make teachers' jobs any easier. It only creates more and more hassle. And we still have pressure to dress a certain way. I'm sure many of you can testify, but just saying it'll be lessened doesn't mean it's true. This assumption also makes the fact that girls have no autonomy really public, which also isn't true. We need to realize that girls dress for themselves, not for others, as many people think. Also, this makes a problem into boys in the topic, because it makes boys seem like they can't focus. A lot of people say boys won't be able to focus if you dress any way that you want, which we're kind of reducing them to something that they can't even control themselves, which is very degrading, not only to us, but to them. So we're not giving them enough credit, and it's bad for everyone in the situation. And then dress codes don't eliminate differences between people in schools. There are so many other evident things, like phones, the car you drive, the shoes you wear, anything that bring our differences to light. Removing clothes won't end it. Ellen Frederick says, ultimately dress codes don't create equality, they suppress it by trying to erase individuality and the unique backgrounds that every student brings to the school. So in conclusion, we can't continue to let dress codes and shaming culture be prominent. They don't serve the intended purposes, these dress codes. Many people say they're great for discipline problems, creating equality and other things, but none of that is true. We may not understand the consequences, but they exist. Li Zhao says, schools may promote prejudice policies even if the biases themselves are unintentional. So we don't need this hassle. We don't need the harmful mindsets these cause, and we don't need the conformity. Thank you. as, well, it would be easier maybe, but I feel like that erases the individuality aspect that I was trying to go for.
Do you think like girls have more restrictions on what we wear because we have more options than guys? Like we have more options.
Maybe, yeah, but I also feel like dress code policies try to turn girls more into items than guys. Yes.
Have any schools like completely thrown out their dress code because of this?
Yeah, I read about a couple that don't have any kind of dress code, and it's actually improved their
Where are those
schools.
schools at?
One was in Vermont and one was in somewhere else East Coast. I don't remember the state.
All right.